Hey everyone, it's Apache here and welcome back to another episode of Vintage Story here on the Rusty Gears SMP server. Thank you very much for joining me today and continuing to show your support for the series. If you do enjoy this episode, please leave a like and a comment, and if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe as well. So I'm logging back onto the server here after being away for about a week, to be honest. I have been out at a festival over the Beltane weekend, over the early May bank holiday weekend. It's been really nice to actually get out of the house and be in the middle of a field and go camping and stuff like that. It's been really nice to actually kind of have my own real life back for a little bit. So I've taken a couple of days out over the kind of the just before that and just after that, just to acclimatise myself back into working back online and getting back into the game as well. So we're pretty much logging on for the first time for a while here. I've collected a couple of the payments from this, and we're going to be spending those pretty much straight away. But I did notice downstairs as well, we have a little Beltane gift here from Shino. We have a flower pot with catmint in it. Really nice. Thank you very, very much for that. But this cannot stay here, can it? I mean, it's just out in the middle of nowhere. So we are going to move this. We're going to pick this up like that. And we're going to take this upstairs, I think. But thank you very, very much to Shino for that. But I want to take this upstairs because we need to actually work out a kind of a domestic area for us here. We have our shop here, we have our workshop downstairs, and I think that this area up here, I've kind of segmented this bit off, and this will probably end up as a second story to the shop eventually, with a little entrance into this bit which is for staff only, and then up here I think this is where my own personal supplies and stuff are going to be. And then in here we've got possibly a little bedroom in here. And so we are going to place this down in here for now. Just like that. And then when we actually come to decorate all of this, we will have a proper place for that to go. And in fact, I'm going to buy a couple of things for that now, because I want to go over to Andy's wood shop. Because there's a few things I want to buy there. I want to buy him basically out of oak wood. I want to try and buy as much oak wood as I can. I've got a big building project lined up for this. But also he sells furniture in here. And so I think it would actually be good to get some of this stuff in. And so the beds, one gear each. We'll grab 2 of those. We will grab a table. I don't have flax twine because I've been getting a lot of sails sorted for my windmills. But I will give him a gear for now, and then if I do find... hang on, do I actually have any flax planted out here? No, I don't. Okay, I will get some flax for that. And then we will grab a chair as well. So there is 2 beds, a chair and a table. And then over here, so we'll pay for these now to make sure we know how much we've got. So it's 2 beds, a chair and a table. We have 20 left. Now how much does he have? It is 5 gears for 10 stacks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9. And we don't have enough space yet, but we can grab some more. Put those in. And having put all of the other stuff away in the chests, I will grab another one of those. So let's see how much he has left. 1, 2. Okay, there is more here. Right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And there is another 5. So I think that's all we can get for now. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7, 8. So I'll put those all into that. And tell you what, I think I will actually get these ones as well. I will buy you out, Andy, and I'll give you a full 5 for those 8 stacks. Because as I say, I'm going to need pretty much every single log I can grab my hands on for now, because I've got a big project to work on. So now back up in the room over here, we will eventually make some chiseled furniture for up here, but I think for now we are literally just going to put this down on there, just like that, and we're going to have a chair next to it. And then we are going to put our 2 beds in here like that. We'll eventually have some bedside tables, but yeah, I think that's okay. Just very minimalist for now, and we will build this up as we go. So we're back over at the darts ring. I'm going to see if we can actually beat our score from last episode of 4. I'm pretty sure we will be able to. That was a pretty terrible score. So we're going to head over to the first little station here. And we know we need to aim just a bit higher than the centre one here. This one we had a very quick practice at just to see which of the spears was better. And we found out there was no difference at all. But we still only have a single point there. I think it is. Oh no, is that 2 points? Can't remember the scoring on it. Inner ring is 2 points, yes. So we've got 2 points there. And then from the second station here, we can aim a bit higher. I'm going to aim for that log there and see what happens. Okay, that's not too bad. I think we can call that bull. Not sure about you. That is, I think, yep, I would say that is bullseye. So there we have 5 points. And then with this one, we know we went up really high last time. So I'm going to go down a bit lower. I'm going to go to about there-ish. And we'll see where that takes us. Oh, we have hit the board. That's good. That's good. So we have another 2 points there. Okay. So that is 7 in total. That's not too bad. We've matched Hippie. And yeah, we're in kind of joint second. But I'm quite pleased with that, actually. So Cheddar got 8 points, and then Hippie and I now are tied on 7. And so I was told about another minigame which is up on the server now. This is the maze. So I've got no idea what this is about, so we're going to have a look at it together now. So this is the entrance into the maze, and record our time free to play. Okay. And it looks like I might actually be one of the first to record a time for this. So I'm going to set a marker on the screen now, and we'll see how we get on. Let's go. Now my plan for mazes is technically to move usually around the left hand side and basically just keep heading left. Now, I remember a couple of years ago I made a maze in Minecraft, and I asked Nathan to go through it and check it all out for me. And I found something really quite interesting. He said most of the people that he knows will turn right through mazes, will always turn right, whereas I will always turn left. And most of the Brits that I know will always turn left. So I think there is something with between Americans and Brits, but Americans usually turn right and Brits usually turn left. Let me know down in the comments, is that right? So we got a very quick time there of what, 43 seconds I'm going to call it. So we'll place that on the board just here. We'll say Apache 43, and then we will go down onto this line and do that. So 43 seconds. We'll save that. Now I want to test. We did that just turning left through there, and to be honest, that's the way I would always do a maze. That's the only way I would ever do a maze. But I want to test it just to see what would happen if we turn right, because I get a feeling that we didn't go kind of all the way through this, because if we look at this, I think we just kind of cheesed that completely. It looks a lot more kind of established than we kind of went through. I think we found a bit of a shortcut. So I want to go through just turning right, and we'll see how that goes. So timer back on the screen, and go. So I'm going to walk through at roughly the same pace as we did before, just to see this. So if we keep on heading right through here, and right on this fork, and now you can see that's a dead end, so we come back through, and so you can see we're actually heading down all of these paths that we didn't do before. And... ooh, okay. Funny looking block. This is like a subterranean version. So if we're carrying on right. Interesting. So what's this? Okay, and we're at the exit. Right. So there we go. Moving left through the maze was about 10 seconds-ish quicker than moving right through the maze. But with different mazes, of course, this would work in different ways. But this is a really nice idea. Thank you very much, Andy, I believe this was, for building this. And I am actually planning on building a maze later on in the series. And I've got some really nice, cool mechanics to show you for that later on as well. I've been playing around with a couple of things in creative. I've always been really, really fascinated with mazes. And it's something I've wanted to build in Vintage Story for quite a while. So I've just been playing around with a few things down here in the storage room. And I've come across something really quite cool. Something very, very good for decorative effects in the game. So I've got all of these barrels here. And I've been experimenting placing different items into them, basically. And so if we open up this barrel here, and if we place in some clear quartz, just 64 clear quartz, you can see it actually renders inside. And it looks like there's water inside it, but has frozen. You can see it's fairly translucent. So in like an Arctic base or something like that, a very, very cold base, this would look really, really cool. And then there's other things we can do. Like if we put 128 hematite nuggets in here, that looks really quite cool. Almost looks like maybe some rotten food or something, or maybe like drying magma, like lava, something like that. That looks really quite cool. If we place in some resin, that's a really nice one, that one. I really like that. It's almost like crystallized honey. Looks really nice. And then some galena. Looks almost like rot, or something like if we were doing like a pyroplastic thing, then this would be the molten lava, the magma, and then this would be it cooling, and then this would be it completely cool. And then finally, a nice use for the copper arrowheads. We place those in there, makes it look like copper. And then if we grab one more, we can see the meteoric iron ingots here. Gives us a nice texture with that. It doesn't work with everything. So I've got some forget-me-nots here, and place those in. It does absolutely nothing. But I think these could be used to huge effect decoratively. Just kind of sat around a large base somewhere. Just with stuff inside them. You can make them look like pretty much anything you want to make them look like. So for the project that I have in mind, we're going to have to gather up a huge number of resources, even more so than we have already. So I've planted down here a load of more oak trees and some more birch trees. The birch over there by the oaks so that they don't get mixed together, and the oaks over this side. And we're going to wait for those to grow up, and then we're going to chop all of that down. We may need to do this a couple more times as well to be able to get enough. I think working it out, I'm going to need like probably about 3,000 or 4,000 oak logs. Not exactly too sure how, because it's a bit build which is going to take me out of my comfort zone, because I'm building fairly freestyle with it. I haven't actually fully designed it in creative at all. So I'm going completely completely off guard for me. I'm not used to doing that. But one of the other things we're going to need is some of this tin bronze to actually help us take stuff over to the new area with some chests. And so we are going to grab a crucible. And I'm still using this communal base here to build up my ingots, because we've got all of these just lying here. And I know I've got tons of them in the shop. I could go and grab some of those off the shelves, take them downstairs and quite easily just lay them out, but I mean, this is here. It'd be a shame not to use this area. So we're going to add in all of this. I'm not exactly too sure whether we can do it all in one go. No, not quite. Ooh, that's a shame. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're going to have to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then all of that should go into there. So that's 18 ingots of tin bronze. That should be okay for now. So if we grab some fuel, we'll get this burning first of all and up to temperature with the logs, and then we'll put some charcoal on. And there we go. Just got to wait for this to smelt up. I suppose while we're waiting for that to smelt, it's a good time to tell you about a new project we've been working on outside of the server, but still within the community. We have opened up a community Discord server. So if you want to head along to the Discord server, the link will be down in the description. All of the Rustifarians are in the server, so you can come and chat to us. We'll be sharing screenshots and a few spoilers about maybe sometimes about what we're planning on for the future. And yeah, you can have your input into what we're doing here on the server and join in the community. I think it's going to be really cool. So if you want to come along, link is down in the description. So now that this has cooled, we can grab it out of here. And we're going to use this to create some better crates. Well, some better crate upgrades, I should say. So we'll head across back to our base. And this is so that, come downstairs, we have a crate down here that is full of oak logs, and this is a copper crate, so it can take 1024, but we already have lots more that we want to stick into here. And so, let's see, do we have any... But I don't want a birch, I want, let's say this. So I need some planks. Not planks, I need boards. So we got some boards. Because we're going to need to make a chest. And I know I've got loads of chests around, but it's better to make one. And then I believe it is like that, and then like, whoops, that. And then we have a better crate upgrade, which is a bronze. And so now if we place this, shift and right click onto here, changes colour, and now you can see on the tooltip 1024 out of 2048. So what we can do, get rid of all of this, and put all of that into there. Now you can see 1185, plenty more storage space for the rest of the trees we're building up outside. So I have just made an iron upgrade for this as well, so now we actually have 4096 oak logs available to be put into this one little chest here. And that will definitely sort us out for the build which we're going to be doing next episode. I have also been testing out various new different things to be placing into these barrels, and some of these really do look really quite cool. I could see this one, for instance, for malachite being used in a potion shop somewhere. We have the a very dark kind of blackish liquid type thing with the lead ingots there. And then this one's really nice as well with the native gold in there as well. And then there's some basic ones, just the charcoal in a barrel. But I want you to tell me what different textures do you like within these barrels. Just start placing various different items into these barrels and you'll come up with these textures. Let me know down in the comments, what are your favourites? And also, what scenarios do you think these could be used in? However, for now, I don't really think there's much more that I can be getting on with at the moment, apart from just grinding out resources and actually getting on with some building work and some terraforming as well. So I think next episode we are going to be having basically a big, long time-lapse episode. I love making these things. So please make sure you watch that one, because I'm aiming on making like a full-length episode, but just purely time-lapse. So you'll just be able to kind of sit back, listen to the music, and just watch my big base come to life. I'm really looking forward to it. It's something I've done in Minecraft before a fair few times, but I've not actually done a time-lapse on this scale that I'm planning on doing in Vintage Story before. So it's going to be really, really interesting to see how it comes out. But this is the kind of video I love making, so I want to try it. But I think that is everything we're going to do for today. Make sure you join up to the Discord if you haven't already. Link is down in the description. So thank you very much for joining me today. If you did enjoy this episode, please leave a like, comment and subscribe on the video and to the channel. And I will see you next time. If you enjoyed this video, please consider supporting me by subscribing to the channel and liking and commenting on the videos. Thanks. See you next time.